DepEd Cebu Province Division conducts its virtual kickoff for school year 2020-2021 featuring CebuSilak ang Pangarap, with a strong collaboration among leaders of LGUs, DepEd, stakeholders and partners, with its commitment to ensure educational continuity amid the present crisis.
Servisyo nga tinuod sigurado, sa DepEd, bata ang sentro.
We are one Cebu. We converge, we empower, we bring out the best. We achieve our ultimate goal. Dasig Subo!
Bata ang sentro sa panerbisyo.
Catch us live on September 30, 2020 at 1 p.m.
Kababayan, ang pagkantang awit ng Pilipinas.
Subuhan ang kabubutan sa habangatan, pinapusturang lalawigan sa kabiskayan, sa kaalam, adunahan, sa aming gumaut lumukan. Kristohanong pinuhuan, ipanalipan ang ayudan, talunan sa Diyos ang suninyo. Makasaysayanon, maabi-abihon, madanihulog ang may kagayon na ipasigaw. Sa klimaong panahon, kalinaw, kauswagan, panutaro.
across the sea. Let us pledge allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we lift our voices in this solemn prayer. God bless the Philippines, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above. From the mountains to the valleys, to the oceans white with foam. God bless the Philippines, my home, sweet home. God bless the Philippines, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the valleys, to the oceans white with foam. God bless the Philippines, my home, sweet home. God bless the Philippines, my home, sweet
When you look to the past for life's long hidden meaning, for the dreams and the plans made in your youth, does the thrill to achieve match the warm hidden feeling that lies so still and lives in you?
In the eyes of a child, there is joy, there is laughter, there is hope, there is trust, a chance to shape the future for the lessons of life. There is no better teacher than the look in the eyes of a child.
this life, it's happiness unbroken. When you give love, it's love you find.
In the eyes of a child, there is joy, there is laughter, there is hope, there is trust, a chance to shape the future for the lessons of life. There is no better teacher than the look in the eyes of a child. In the eyes of a child, there is joy, there is laughter, there is hope, there is trust, a chance to shape the future for the lessons of life. There is no better teacher than the look in the eyes of a child, than the look in the eyes of a child, than the look in the eyes of a child.
United community has been intensified in these past few months, and it has become a concept widely thought of. This marks a point of acceleration as alliance becomes more elaborate with unified intention and formed networks of several people and agencies permanently connected to provide an increased realm of communication.
This concept of large interconnected networks brought us to the strong collaboration of leaders of LGUs, DepEd, stakeholders, and partners to the long established Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or the BELCP, the commitment of DepEd to ensure educational continuity amid the present crisis.
Today is no ordinary day because everyone can see that behind this very successful program are the promising people who turned nights into days just only to give you the best and effective learning experience one can truly appreciate and engage. Good afternoon, Sir Chani.
Good afternoon, Ma'am
Wow.
Jan.
Okay. Um, Sir, I just would like to ask one thing. What are your what ifs for this coming October 5, if you have any?
But before I will answer that what ifs, how excited are you, Ma'am Jan, no, for the opening of classes come October 5?
Okay, so murag back to you ang question, no? Okay, Sir Chani, honestly, I sure am excited, sir, but as to how and what level is my excitement, that I cannot tell you yet right now. But I'm speaking only on a parent's point of view because until now, I still have little apprehensions, but at the same time, I am crossing my fingers for this coming October 5. I hope that something good or better things will come this opening of classes. How about you, sir? Going back to my question, what are your what ifs this coming opening of
So
classes?
actually there are some what ifs, no? Example, what if these learner or these home tutors cannot get and return the modules on the specified date and place? Or what if this learner cannot accomplish the modules and it's already retrieval time? Or what if there are items in the module that the learner finds it very hard? And so with the home tutor. And so the home tutor will keep on asking and texting and chatting and calling the teachers, no? No, but Ma'am John, with all those what ifs, I know in the minds of our teachers, there are also the so-called I will, no, to address all that what ifs. Laban lang, dasig sugbo.
Yes, exactly, Sir Chan. And I know the officers or the people in our department are also working so hard so that all your what ifs will be turned into I will and we can.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay.
So true to its mission, the Department of Education remains pliant amid the pressures of time. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and please stay with us as we bring you the virtual kickoff of the school year 2020-2021 featuring CebuSilak, ang Pangarap.
To accomplish great things, you must not only act, but dream. Not only plan, but believe. Things will become lighter when someone believes in one's capabilities and aptitude, ladies and gentlemen. And to formally welcome us in today's activity, here is that one person who's oozing with inspiration and exemplary dedication of work and whose leadership is substantive. Friends, the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, SGOD in charge. Please welcome Dr. Cartesa M. Perico.
Afternoon greetings to one and all. CebuSilak ang Pangarap is our way of expressing our school readiness for school year 2020-2021. For the past months, the entire DepEd Cebu Province Division, through the leadership of our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Marilyn Andeles, has put up all its efforts in preparing all schools for the distance learning modalities as a fitting response to the marching order of no face-to-face classes. Teachers training, linkages with our stakeholders, and the preparation of the needed learning resources for both online and offline learning are among the initiatives that have been meticulously carried out for the implementation of the Division Learning Continuity Plan called the North Star. All the readiness efforts have been directed for the big day, which is the opening of classes on October 5, 2020, as we welcome more than 20,000 teachers and more than 500,000 enrollees from kindergarten to senior high school in all schools. On behalf of our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Marilyn Andeles, please accept my grandest welcome to our kick-off activity, which will showcase our synergy as one division and the overwhelming support from our valued stakeholders. Kay sa Sugbo, bata ang sentro sa panerbisyo.
Thank you so much, Dr. Perico. And to give us a taste of heavenly bliss, please let us welcome for an intermission number, the Kulawin Rondalia. That was Kulawin Rondalia. Thank you so much. For all that DepEd Cebu Province has done throughout the years, the feeling of this deep appreciation from our stakeholders will never go unnoticed. It is the fire that keeps every single one of us, and the service always accounts for. It is more like a tap on the shoulders and a thumbs up for the untiring services of our colleagues. Here, to give their messages of gratitude, are the local chief executives from the municipalities comprising San Fernando sub-office. A message from the municipality of Minglanilla Mayor, Honorable Elanito A. Peña. From the municipality of San Fernando, Honorable Lacambini Reluya. Municipality of Sibonga, Lionel E. Bacaltos. And the Congressman of the 1st Congressional District, Honorable Gulyas.
Bonga, bonga. Bonga si bonga. Bonga, bonga. Bonga si bonga.
To each and everyone, good afternoon. In behalf of our Municipal Mayor, Lionel E. Bacaltos, and in behalf of the local government unit of Sibonga, kami nagpasalamat sa faculty and staffs nini sa atong lungsod. Ug among dakong pasalamat sa ilang gibuhat na mapadayon gining quality education bisan pa man sa giatubang atong COVID-19 pandemic. Kanang health crisis na itong gitubang pero sa itong kontra na diskita. Ako pasalamat sa mga magtutudlo nga nangadto sila sa kabalayan, mga ginikanan sa itong mga pupils aron pa hatag o mga ideas kung sa angay buhaton nga mapadayon na nato ang pag-eskwela nga dili mag face to face. In behalf sa munisipyo, ang atong nabuhat, atong ihatagan ng mga computers, printers, ingon man risograph aron sa pagbuhat sa mga modules nga mo ihatag sa to ang mga pupils ko. Akong panghinaot nga magmalampuson gining maong proyekto, gining maong pagpahigayon sa klase without face to face. Naunta magmalampuson bisan pa man sa gitubang itong pandemic karong panahon. Daghang salamat.
Maglipay atong sa ulugon ang bunga sa minahalay. Bisag asa ka man, di mo kalimtan, di mo gyud kabiyaan. Kanunay mong pangitaon, imog yung paulion. Kay bongga, bongga, bongga ang sibonga. Isinggit lang tanan.
We as a nation and as a people have conquered countless cataclysms. No matter what is thrown at us, we always persevere and continue moving forward with our head held high. Now we are again facing a trying time in history. This pandemic has affected our daily lives, our economy, and even our educational sector, where we put our trust for our nation's future. My heart goes out to all graduating students who missed graduation this year. An occasion all students are looking forward to. And to all students who missed or will miss school this year, I also feel your pain. Now, we are adapting to a new normal. We cannot let this pandemic stop the time for us in terms of learning. A country without soldiers may be weak, but a country without thinkers will surely fail. That is why the Department of Education is doing its best to provide a quality basic education that will be able to adapt to this new normal. A systematic program that will let our learners continue their study despite this challenging situation. This may not sound easy at first, but with our combined efforts, all of us, I know that we can overcome this challenge. With the Department of Education, especially in our beloved 1st District of Cebu, leading the way, I am sure that we will attain liberating education for all our dear learners. Daghang salamat ug hinaut-unta nga ang Senyor Santo Niño ug ang mahal nga Birhen mo bendisyon kanaton tanan. God bless us all.
Thank you all so much. We will hold on to that promises. With all the things that our senses are incapable of perceiving, it is but better to verbalize it to create better and tangible impact. This time, we will be listening to full loads of appreciation and support messages coming from the local chief executives from the municipalities under Dalagete sub-office. Starting up with the municipality of Samboan, we have Honorable Emerito S. Calderon. The local chief executive of the municipality of Santander, Honorable Marites B. Boscato. Municipality of Oslob, Honorable Jose C. Tumulak Jr., and the local chief executive of the municipality of Boljoon, Honorable Merlo D. Derama. From the municipality of Alcoy, Honorable Michael Angelo S. Sistoso. From the municipality of Dalagete, Honorable Jeffrey B. Belsinia. From the municipality of Argao, Honorable Alan M. Cesaldo. And the congressman of the 2nd Congressional District, Honorable Wilfredo Caminero.
Good day to all my fellow Sambuanons. In behalf of the Mayor and the local government of Sambuan, we wish you all a happy and blissful fiesta. Despite the circumstances in the past several months, we have witnessed the devastating effects of the pandemic. It has wrought havoc in every aspect of our personal and social lives, our financial and economic well-being, as well as our educational upliftment. Needless to say, how our lives have changed so much to adapt to the new normal. Nevertheless, as we have overcame so many crises in the past, we shall see the light at the end of the tunnel. We stand up again and again, and we go on. We will not only survive this, but we will prosper. Education will ensure this victory. We cannot stop educating Sambuan's future leaders and citizens. Education will ensure their future. Education will allow them to overcome any obstacles. And education will give them the strength to stand up whenever they fall. I wish to congratulate the Department of Education for all the efforts for making this happen. Learning cannot stop and should be a lifelong longing. However, let us strictly follow health protocols put up by authorities. Whether the number of COVID-19 cases remain high or go low, the virus remains amongst us for as long as there is no vaccine. But I assure you of full cooperation and support of the local government of Sambuan in whatever endeavors you will undertake to keep everybody safe and healthy. God bless us all. God bless Sambuan.
So, greetings to DepEd officials, Secretary Leonor M. Leones, Province of Cebu School Division Superintendent Dr. Marilyn Sandales, Public School District Supervisor Sir Elias Concha, Santander District Principals, teachers and staff. Uncertainties have clouded all of us since the pandemic started on how to go about the school opening with so much concerns and things to do. Finally, I am happy to note that with the meager school education fund operation of 1,088,000 pesos for the whole district, Santander successfully attained a total enrollment of 4,501, distributed at 2,481 pupils in elementary, 1,501 students for junior high, and 511 in senior high school. Thanks to the efforts made by the teachers, parents, and students themselves. This goes to show that no deadly virus can stop us from giving quality education to this young generation. Santander District is more than ready for the school opening, and LGU Santander assures its full support to this endeavor. For school year gearing towards better to new normal, let us work hand in hand as partners and embrace the call for handang isip, handang bukas. Thank you so much.
Maayong adlaw, unas tanan, dan salamat sa Department of Education, Cebu Province, pinanguluhan ni Dr. Marilyn S. Andales. Isip amahan dining lungsod, sukad sa tuig 2013, nahimo na akong prioridad ang edukasyon. Ining pandemya, atong gisuportahan ang nahimong District Learning Continuity Plan nga ikutlo gikan sa Division LCP. Ang DepEd, Boloon District, nakamugna o nagkadaiyang capacity building activities alang sa mga tutudlo para mahimutang ang mga nagkadaiyang learning modalities na busy o printa o modules ang atong mga magtutudlo. Trained na sila sa mga webinars o nagmugna o recording alang sa radio-based instructions on radio drama and radio broadcasting. Ilan na usab na orient ang mga ginikanan isip home tutors para sa ilang papel sa new normal setup. Ang local school board sa LGU nahimo usab nga source sa basic education learning 2020 plan. Atong makita nga andam na jud ang DepEd Bolon District sa opening sa school year 2020-2021. Sa katapusan, pasalamaton usab kita tungod sa mga bulhoanong malungo ang kasing-kasing sa pagtabang. Special mention, former Mayor Wargong Dirama o iyang pamilya sa ilang donasyon nga 14 ka printers o frames nga mag-paper nga mukabat og 1.2 million pesos sa mga barangay o sa mga alumni sa matag eskwelahan. Og ako og ang tibuok LGU Bulaon sa kanunay kita pasalamaton sa atong hiniusang lihok tunga-tunga niining COVID-19 pandemic o sa gitawag nato nga new normal.
Uswagong lungsod sa Alcoy, kalasangan nga puno sa siloy. Mga katawhang mahigugmaon sa langgam nga talagsaon. Sutunga ang iyang kaanya, ang awit sa siloy nga nagpanawa.
Akong ipaabot ang akong kinasing-kasing nga pasalamat sa DepEd sa ilang paningkamot nga magpadayon ang pag-eskwela sa atong mga kabataan ng school year 2020 to 2021. Kini bisan pa man sa hulga sa COVID-19 virus. Ipakita gyud sa atong Department of Education na dili matarog sa bisan unsang babag ang atong paningkamot nga matagan og quality education ang atong mga kabataan. Ang LGU Alcoy hugot nga mipasalig sa atong suporta sa mga kalihukan sa Department of Education, ilabi na sa gipa-implementar na distance learning modality. Gani ang atong municipal school board igahin man og kantidad aron atong ma-procure ang mga kalimanan sama sa mga photocopiers, risocopiers, mga bond papers ug inks aron makatabang sa pag-andam sa mga materials. Laki usab ang atong gipasalig nga suporta mao ang pagpaningkamot na ma-activate ang atong purok system dinhi sa atong mga barangay aron makatabang sa pag-implementar ni ining distance learning modality dinhi sa Alcoy District. Mapasalamat kita sa atong district supervisor si Mr. Willie Adunoy Jr. uban sa mga school administrators din sa lungsod sa Alcoy sa ilang mga paningkamot. Salamat ug keep safe everyone.
Ang pingata ug mahalon, kalasangan mapungahon, panggaw ng kalikupan gasa sa kahitasan.
This year has been quite challenging for all of us. The pandemic has drastically changed the usual way of our lives, from wearing a mask, restrictions in going out of our homes, to social distancing in public places. We have learned how to adapt with these changes. The education sector in particular has been greatly changed with our new normal practices. Face-to-face classes were cancelled, and new methods of teachings were introduced. In short span of time, our educators had to learn new methods and strategies brought by modular and online teaching with the new normal. Our teachers and school heads have to deal with the daily hurdles in imparting the mastery of their subjects effectively to the students while acquiring technological proficiency at the same time. I have always considered teaching as a vocation. It is a noble way of life because being a teacher often involves going beyond the required extent. To our dear teachers, your undying passion and extra efforts do not go unnoticed. As your local chief executive, together with the municipal officials and employees, I would like to extend our great appreciation to our educators. Happy Teachers' Day. Teaching is one profession that creates all other professions. We cannot accomplish what we have now without you. The municipality of Dalaguete will always be fully supporting our education sector in this new phase. Once again, thank you for your genuine service as educators of our youth.
Mayang buntag sa tanan akong kaigsuunang maestra sa Argao DepEd 1 and DepEd 2. Education is a basic right of everyone. Unya, ang kamo ako makaigsuunang maestra mo'y nasa front line ani. Ang lungsod is here 100% in support of your duties and responsibilities as teacher. Ang mga mga barangay kapitan sa nagadayang barangay, ato nang gitagaag instruction to give their 100% support also sa mga maestra in terms of logistics sa ilang barangay. Sama sa pagpagamit sa ilang mga barangay hall, chapel, o puro facilities alang sa katumanan sa pag-deliver sa quality education sa atong mga kapatanunan. Especially now that we are in this new normal. The challenges that COVID-19 has brought to our town, to our country, and to the whole world, dili tiyaw-tiyaw. Kinanglan kitang tanan magtinabangay. Una, ang atong lungsod sa Argao, kanunay gyud na maghatag sa iyang 100% na suporta diha kaninyo ako makaigsuunang maestra sa Argao DepEd 1 and DepEd 2 during this opening of classes. Daghang salamat o may buntag kanatong tanan and more power to you.
Thank you all, and we look forward for your more future collaboration with DepEd. DepEd Region 7, Central Visayas is fortunate enough to have a leader whose epitome of great service, a man of virtue and simplicity, an action taker, and has a passionate dedication to the Department of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, to formally welcome us in today's one great opportunity, here is DepEd Region 7 Regional Director, Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez.
Bobby Answer once said, "Success is where preparation and opportunity meet." Special greetings to Dr. Marilyn Andales, the Schools Division Superintendent, Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, Dr. Leah Apaw, Dr. Esther Futalan, and Dr. Cartisa Perico, CID and SGOD chiefs, supervisors, school heads, teachers, non-teaching personnel, local government unit officials, parents and guardians, stakeholders, learners, media, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to each and everyone. First, I would like to congratulate Cebu Province Division on your final kickoff for the opening of classes come October 5, 2020. The concerted efforts you have shown gives a sparkling light towards the pinnacle of success for the implementation of the modalities of learning for this fiscal school year 2020-2021. It can't be denied that we are bombarded with challenges. And oh, yes, the gargantuan tasks within our laps. Yet, we keep on going for the love of service. I am more than proud with elation, witnessing how you are able to hurdle the challenges brought about by this pandemic. It's obvious persistence and dedication are key. Well, at DepEd Central Visayas, we are sure about the directions we are taking. So with Cebu Province Division as part of the region. Cebu is ready. This activity so shouts, and this is characterized by feelings of confident certainty. And at this point, in the preparation for the new normal, we cling on to the fact that unity still defines the success of our educational agenda. So to all, let us continue to forge partnerships and magnify collaboration and cooperation together and outsmart the threats that wish to cripple our children's learning. And to everyone watching today, may we continue to trust in the Lord with all our hearts. Have faith that there will be better days ahead. Congratulations once again. Handang isip, handa bukas. Sulong edukalidad. God bless everyone.
Sa pagbangon ko, handa mo ng radyo. Everyday siya ang kauban ko. Mga detalye na konkreto ang sakto. Kasi suko bata ang sentro. Mga pagtulunan na makalingaw may makatunan. Ang mga bata interesado ganahan. Yeah, hey! Servisyo nga tinuod sigurado. Sa DepEd, bata ang sentro. Kaalam sa kahanginan, RBI sa nga SLMs. Sugilan sa kabataan, mga programa nga atnat. Para sa kalambuan, sa mga kabataan, sulong edukalidad. Himpilan sa suko, sa kabataan, ikaw ang among paborito. Himpilan sa suko, sa mong adlaw, ikaw ang kumpleto. Himpilan sa suko, hayag na ang kaumpa-una mo. Himpilan sa suko, kasabay sa among pag-asenso. Nagsusuko, batang sentro, sa panerbisyo.
That was Mr. Frederick Ocampo. And we also would like to acknowledge the arrangers of Himpilan sa Sugbo Jingle. Both are teachers too. Mr. Michael Vincent Lopez and Mr. Joseph Barulo. Converging, empowering, bringing out the best for its ultimate goal. These and more are the specifics of CebuSilak ang Pangarap. To give us the detailed and the very comprehensive information of this program, here is the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent and the CAD in charge, Dr. Leah B. Apaw.
The global crisis brought about by COVID-19 has desperately changed the landscape of our educational system. It certainly hampers the full operation of schools, both public and private, which deprived millions of children to get back to school in June 2020, which was supposedly the start of regular classes, especially in our country. Marco, a grade 10 learner, is one of the thousands of Cebuano learners whose burning desire to finish schooling despite hardships drastically died down due to the pandemic scare. With intense passion and devotion, our division, through the leadership of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, with the three of us, assistant schools division superintendents, Dr. Esther A. Futalan, Dr. Cartesa M. Pirico, and yours truly, Dr. Leia B. Apau, together with our division chiefs, Dr. Novi Mangubat and Dr. Mary Ann Flores, our education program supervisors, public schools district supervisors, master teachers, school heads, our teachers, and the entire non-teaching personnel have pursued in raising the bar of commitment to conceptualize and implement initiatives to address the diverse needs or learning needs of our Cebuano learners. Definitely, what has been felt by Marco is also the feelings of the entire studentry. These initiatives detailed specific strategies and practical approaches that would give high hopes for all the 535,172 Cebuano learners. Thus, CebuSilak ang pangarap sa mga Sugboanong kabataan with the all-out support of all our stakeholders and partners. I enjoin you, therefore, to watch this video, CebuSilak ang pangarap, that highlights today's kick-off for school year 2020-2021. Dasig Sugbo, kaysa Sugbo, bata ang sentro sa panerbisyo. God bless everyone.
Like any other children, Marco, a grade 10 learner, has been hard-pressed by life's hurdles due to poverty. Day by day, Marco keeps on fighting for survival by helping his father in the farm as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. Life is so challenging for Marco, but his struggles don't stop him from dreaming. He dreams to become an entrepreneur or a businessman. Since grade 1, Marco had to walk 5 kilometers from home to school and another 5 kilometers from school to home. He had endured 10 kilometers long each school day just to get to school and learn from his classes through face-to-face learning modality. He was inspired studying and listening to his teachers and classmates inside the class, though at times had been bullied.
Nikki! Isa problema? Kuya mo ni Marco, dili. Dili. Kay friends siya ni. Pagong ko, si Marco, di na ginagulog. Kaya ganaan siya, unahan niya yung pag-eskwela, focus pa siya. Umay na maglaro ta. Kaya kung wakay gusto ni Marco, ako na whatever. Maupa.
Bruce, ano sa'yo problema?
Da, galagot ko ni Nikki. Daw na dyan na si Nikki nga, dugay na ko na gusto ni Marco. Pero si Marco, si Nikki lang gihapon niyang gitagad.
Kami sa lugay namin naglagot ang Marco. Bakit anong ganin na mo? Bantay lang dyan na siya.
Biro ka! Hoy ka!
On March 2020, when President Duterte ordered to suspend classes due to COVID-19 pandemic, Marco's burning desire to finish schooling drastically died down. He was discouraged, he was hopeless, and he felt that his 10 years of hardships would only turn to nothing, without knowing that he was one of the Cebuano learners, who are the reasons why DepEd Cebu Province Division has embarked on initiatives to give the best education they all deserve amidst this pandemic.
Sir, may buntag. Ako din maestra ni Marco, sir. Ikaw ba ang ama ni Marco, sir?
ma'am.
Sir, asa din si Marco, sir? Kaya tao na mo buwag kita niya?
Naman sa sul.
Nasa sa sul. So, pwede ko mo dayon sa
Oh, dahil ma'am.
Kaluoy man ni Marco di ay, sir. Uy, usa man siya, sir, gilantan? Uy, itong Marco. Gusto mong ka to?
Wala din ang lawas.
Kapulit ko tayo siya. Ay, iya.
Sa iyo para ay mga kaon para sa mga sila. Sa ulan, buwan na makaya sa lawas.
Sige lang, pahuway lang usa.
Ma'am, o rin akong anak nga kamanghuran, ma'am.
Kakuha pa, pero buyag, sir. Uy, usa naman siya graduha, sir?
Grade 4, ma'am. Tayo niya, bless ni ma'am lang.
God bless.
Wala lagi na kay eskwela, ma'am. Kay nagbantay sa maguwang, ma'am. Kay namay gipamati. Namay igsuon po, ma'am. Namay sa igipangitrabaho. Ipataban ako sa umma.
Oo, basta usa naman silang graduha, sir?
Kuan, grade 7, ay grade 8, ma'am.
7 na grade 8. So, mas maayo, sir. I-ans na lang tanan sila, sir. Kay dagko na mga edad, sir, no?
Mahal, di, ma'am.
One karon po, sir. Next week, March 15, mag-execute na. Dapat masunod ta sa mga health protocol, sir. Nalisod kay, sir, no? Kini si Marco, sir. Pila naman siya kaadlaw gilantan.
Tulo na nakadlaw ang iyang hilanat, ma'am.
Tulo na kaadlaw, sir? Unya, gipa-check up na niya sa hospital, sir.
Wala lagi, ma'am. Kaya wala may ka. Kuan, ma'am. Isa kayo pa.
Dong!
Gusto man yung pag-eskwela, dong?
Pero,
Maayo, no? Ipadayo na ninyo, ha? Then focus, Richard. Alis ako.
Steadfast in its preparation for school year 2020-2021, DepEd Cebu Province is confident that all the 535,172 Cebuano learners, 528,749 kinder to grade 12, and 6,523 AS learners can avail of culture-based, quality, equitable, accessible, liberating basic education as envisioned by Secretary Leonora Magtolas Briones, with face-to-face classes still prohibited due to the public health situation. Like what Aaron Woodward said, true leadership is the orchestration of truth into action to shine light into darkness. The leadership of Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, ably assisted by the 3 ASDSS, Dr. Esther A. Futalan, Dr. Cortesa M. Perico, and Dr. Leia B. Apo, has pursued to raise the bar of its commitment as it ignites the power of genuine and selfless services among the 58 schools districts with 1,109 schools operated by 23,068, 20,419 teaching and 2,648 non-teaching. Absolutely, we are one Cebu.
In Cebu, we value convergence.
We converge for a noble cause. The strong collaboration among leaders of LGUs, DepEd, stakeholders and partners.
Translates the Basic Education
Learning Continuity Plan, or BELCP. The commitment of DepEd to ensure educational continuity amid the present crisis. The local government units, headed by Governor Gwen Garcia, 7 members of the House of Representatives, 14 board members, 44 municipal mayors, 1,202 barangay captains, and the valued assistance of our stakeholders and partners, we have the confidence that our learners in both formal and alternative learning systems can still continue learning. This is everybody's prayer. Our valued partners from other sectors like the Lions International, Rotary Club of Cebu, World Vision, Vivant Foundation Incorporated, GMA Kapuso Foundation Incorporated, Nature Spring Foundation Incorporated, Ramona Boitis Foundation Incorporated, Latter-day Saints Charities, Globe Telecom, Colgate, Milo, IPI, private individuals, Parent-Teacher Association, and all internal and external stakeholders who are with us in this challenging journey of our new educational landscape. The Office of the Schools Division Superintendents, the Curriculum Implementation Division, and Schools Governance Operations Division, headed by Mr. Jeremy Dinampo, Administrative Officer 5, CID Chief Dr. Mary Ann Flores, and SGOD Chief Dr. Novi Mangubat, spearheaded the crafting and implementation of Public Service Continuity Plan, Basic Education Continuity Plan, and Division LCP Implementation Strategies Plan, respectively. The Curriculum Implementation Division thrived to develop 973 most essential learning competencies, MELCS-based self-learning modules, with the education program supervisors painstakingly organized writers, illustrators, evaluators, editors, and quality assurance teams per subject area, comprising master teachers and selected teachers. Focusing on their assigned subject areas are the education program supervisors, namely Mrs. Nanita Haralve for MAPE, Dr. Pamela Rodimeo for Math, Mrs. Rosemary Oliverio for Arling Panlipunan, Mrs. Jane Guria for Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao, Dr. Chona Ridoble for English, Mrs. Jovimar Montolo for Science, Mrs. Araceli Cabahog for Filipino and MTB, Mr. Jose Gary Napoles for TLE or TVL, Mrs. Clavel Salinas for Senior High School, Mr. Raul Humawas for EPP, and Mrs. Maria Elena Paras for Kindergarten and SPED, generously offer their most treasured time, sans counting their Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, and even burning their midnight candles to accomplish what has been detailed in the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BLCP. The self-learning modules for Quarter 1 were quality assured, adhering to the learning resource standards, with Mr. Isaiah Wagas adeptly convening the quality assurance teams. Empowerment. The old proverb says, "It takes a village to raise a child," becomes significant as it serves as the heart and soul of educating our learners in this new normal situation. Everyone is genuine and selfless in ensuring that every Cebuano learner can still continue learning. The home study intervention yielding academic success, or HIAS sa Cebu, has been in operation to engage everyone in the community to serve as home tutors. HIAS sa Cebu was conceived shift from top-down lecturing and passive learners to a more engaging, interactive, and collaborative approach in which learners and teachers co-create the learning process with the assistance of home and poor tutors. The teacher's role is changing from the sage on the stage to the guide on the side. Hence, series of virtual orientations, capacity building programs, and webinars were given emphasis to fully arm all the education leaders, teachers, home and poor tutors, para-teachers with the necessary competencies in dealing with teaching-learning interactions during this pandemic as follows. Hiya sa Cebu. Radio-based instruction, script writing, and audio recording. Distance online learning, synchronous and asynchronous. Distance offline learning, such as printed modular instruction and other learning modalities. Virtual orientation on Teachers Home Tutors Partnership, gear up for the new normal. The online distance learning webinars with ESDS Esther Futalan leading the team compel the teacher participants to at least create or develop various online learning platforms and deliver online lessons using the created online classroom and show willingness to cascade all the learning platforms introduced during the webinar of trainers they attended. The printed modular learning virtual orientation was seriously done through the concerted efforts among the CID personnel with ESDS Leia Apaw working with the team, underscoring its worth as an alternative instructional design that uses developed printed instructional materials which are based on the needs of the learners. To supplement the self-learning modules, the teachers were trained on the development of teacher-made learners' home tasks, weekly learning plans, and learners' activity sheets. Through the expertise of ASDS Cartesa Empirico, the radio broadcast learning webinars were done in full swing. All the 58 schools districts organized RBI teams composed of teachers, scriptwriters, and broadcasters. They developed lesson episodes to be aired through the campus radio stations in Badyan and Daanbantayan National High Schools and Kaputatan Integrated School in the districts of Badyan, Daanbantayan, and Midilian respectively. Radio curriculum contents will also be broadcasted on air and online on the radio stations which entered into Memorandum of Agreement or MOA with DepEd Cebu Province Division. DYNE 97.5 Radio Kahimsog of Cebu Technological University, Barili, Cebu. Bulawanong Tinubdan BT Radio of Cebu Technological University, Tuburan, Cebu. DYNH 99.1 FM Radio Kalampusan of San Francisco, Camotes Island. And IFM 93.9 Cebu of RMN Network Incorporated, Cebu City.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Leia Apaw, for that message or for that, yes, information about the CebuSilak ng Pangarap or CebuSilak ang Pangarap. Okay, just let me add a little something about the video. Rooted by its conviction, the children are regarded as the core of its calling, and also for the wide dissemination of information, and for our home tutors, and for our parents, and all those who will be helping our children this opening of classes, and for the facilitation of this module. Webinars on online safeguarding of children has been emphasized by our, let me see, it has been emphasized by Attorney Orville De La Serna, the Division Legal Officer 3, so that also the protection of the child should be at our utmost concern. And at the same time, the freedom of information also will be widely disseminated so that they will also know the Data Privacy Act of 2012. All right. And also for the reinforcement for the appropriate hygiene and social distancing practices, several webinars had been held by the medical team headed by Dr. Virgilio Tantueco and Dr. Aster Teria Bernales. Okay. And to complete this whole package of informing our parents and our home tutors, all these capacity building programs were remarkably facilitated through the robust tandem of the HRD and the ICT team. Ang atuang HID and our ICT team, panguluhan na sila ni Dr. Margarita Niera and Mr. Emmanuel Mendoza, competently backed up by Mr. Louis Monteroso and Mr. Francis Marie Elnar. Okay. Since our Division BELCP is dubbed as the North Star, kinahanglan maayo gyud kaayo ang pagka-test unya sa ato mga module unya, of course, so that when the right time comes, it has already been tested unya, proven na nga epektibo gyud siya nga magamit sa ato mga bata. So they have conducted a lot of pilot runs and pilot testings of these modules. Wave 1 is with 7 pilot schools like Dalaguete, Argao Central, Tuburan Central School, Malbago Elementary School, Carnasa, and we also have Cordova Central School, and we also have other schools in the entire Cebu province. Wave 2 is where the 58 schools districts having 6 to 9 schools, each both elementary and secondary schools. And in the wave 3, with all the 20,419 teachers trying it out in their respective classes. So there is nothing to worry anymore this coming October 5 because our modules have been tested already by our learners, by our parents, and also by our teachers. All right, let us continue. As a DepEd Cebu province never ceases enhancing its structures and processes. Also, the monitoring, evaluation, and adjustment adeptly handled by Mrs. Maria Socorro Relacion and Mr. Norman Blanco has been operationalized to help the management team come up with a final plan and the different specifics as to the different informations for this coming opening of classes on October 5, 2020. Okay, there have it, ladies and gentlemen. This time, let us have a little breather by listening to dynamic vocal display. Let us all welcome the songbird of DepEd Cebu Province, Mr. Kathleen Jean Gitgit, a teacher of Juan Pamplona National High School.
Hey, I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love that is softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to love, 'cause we're living in our boots, breaking us down, and they're all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know that door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest dark. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think that I care for you when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to love, na 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 and you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave, and it's me you need to show how deep is your love, how deep is your love. I really need to know, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Na 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 na. How deep is your love? I really need to know, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Na 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 na. Cause your love, how deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me.
That was Kathleen Jean Gitgit, a teacher from Juan Pamplona National High School. Words of encouragement can help one think straight and get back on one's feet. These are merely simple words, but as simple as it once translated into actions by people who have been and are always very supportive in all our departments' endeavor, will create a ripple effect of generosity and commitment. Let us listen to some more messages of support from the local chief executives of the municipalities in our Badian sub-office. From the municipality of Hinatilan, Honorable Mayor Dean Michael P. Cinco. From the municipality of Malabuyok, Honorable Lito Narciso E. Creos. From the municipality of Alegria, Honorable Verna V. Magalion. Municipality of Badian, Honorable Carmencita L. Lumain. From the Municipality of Molboal, the local chief executive, Honorable Paz A. Rosgoni. Municipality of Alcantara, Honorable Fritz A. Lastimosa. And from the Municipality of Ronda, Honorable Mariano Terence Y. Blanco. And from the Municipality of Manhog, Honorable Efren Huntrano Z. Gika.
May adlaw ninyong tanan, ikan sa lungsod sa Inatilan, na amo ang kinasing-kasing pagsuporta sa atong pag-abre sa atong klase despite sa pandemic na naitabo. Happy Teacher's Day ninyong tanan. ninyong tanan, ikan sa lungsod sa Inatila na amo ang kinasing-kasing pagsuporta sa atong pag-abre sa atong klase despite sa pandemic na nahitabo. Happy Teacher's Day ninyong tanan.
DepEd, Cebu Province. Ang local government office sa lungsod sa Badian, 100% nga maghatag sa among suporta diha sa inyong sistema. Ilabi na ning panahon sa pandemic. Isud nga panahon apan sa umaabot October 5, 2020, among ipasalig nga ania kami magpaluyo kaninyo. Ilabi na sa pagtabot sa kinaadman ning panahon sa pandemic. Ako si Mayor Carmen Romain sa lungsod sa Badian. Gilubanan ni Ma'am Minerva Sosobrado, ang district supervisor, magtinabangay para matapos ang aming tulong o tingunga sa Department of Education, taliwala ni Hulga. Ang pinta, kanunay, daghang salamat.
Ilagay na sa ito ang district supervisor, Dr. Delia Agoncelio. This is Mayor Lingling Pasosgoni from Municipality of Walboal, your local executive. Municipality of Walboal has been giving support to our school, especially in we have a budget for elementary and secondary school, in which now we have a total of 3,270,923. This is a special educational fund for school year 2020. To our elementary, we have a budget for 2,424,699.87 pesos. While secondary have a budget of 846,223.26 pesos. A total of 3,270,923.30. It's a kind of interesting to say that I am actually just been ambushed to give a visit for our opening, but I wish for all the students and all the teachers that they're gonna have a new challenge on their teaching and for the student on their learning. Meaning, this is a very unusual way of learning and teaching. So while the students has to be in modular system, meaning they have to have the book in their own home, in which that we have, and of course it's understandable that Department of Education didn't like to miss the year. So they have this way of unusual learning that they have to use this modular, in which also students is safe not to go to school personally, but of course they have to learn it from their home. And it is, for me as a local chief executive in Walboal, it's challenging to both teachers and students, but most it's challenging also to parents. Because I think parents have to monitor their children if they already study well in their own lessons at home. Our obligation here in our municipality is we are actually, as I mentioned before, we have all the budgets, and we have been giving them and all the teachers in different barangays, and to the effort also of our district supervisor, Dr. Delia. I think this coming kick-off of the school will be a successful one. So to teachers and students, good luck to all of you.
I am Nito Narciso Carias III, the Vice Mayor of Malabuyok. I manifest as the presiding officer of the SB. The Sangguniang Bayan of Malabuyok fully supports the commitment of our mayor to help the DepEd Malabuyok district at this time of the COVID-19 pandemic.
At this point in time, let me share to you the message of our Honorable Mayor from Dumanhog, Honorable Mayor Efren Gika. Greetings. Today, as the world faces a global crisis of a pandemic, it made me realize a few important things in life that we often take for granted, one of which is education, a sector which should always be given top priority. At first, I feared the consequences of this phenomenon might have on our current educational system. The local government, on the other hand, is also not ready to face on this challenge. However, with the breed of teachers that we have here in Dumanhog, I have nothing to fear. Those kinds who will climb mountains and cross rivers to far-flung barangays only to impart learning. Those who dedicate most of their time to hone and master their craft for the sake of the future generation. I am confident to be putting our children's future in our capable hands because I know for a fact that all of you will rise up to the challenge. In the advent of virtual and modular classes, I have relieved that you are in the forefront of learning. On this occasion of the World's Teachers' Day, I personally give you my thanks and appreciation for the struggles and endeavors you overcome each day just to embody your noble profession. Know that I will always support all of you. Thank you and more power. My salute to all teachers. Thank you so much, Honorable Mayor Gungun Gika of Dumanhog.
All right. Thank you so much, our dear mayors. The very essence of leadership is that you have to have a vision. And with this vision gathers a unified support, it spells a positive impact not only to one, but to many. DepEd is always grateful for this group of people for this unwavering support from the municipalities comprising Balamban sub-office. Here are the local chief executives with their messages of support.
Really, kung tanon nga musuporta sa opening of classes is coming October 5, 2020. Amoy pasalig dinhi sa amo ang lungsod sa Barili nga ang hugot o tiunay o kinasingkasing nga suporta sa Department of Education para mapaabot nato ang atong mga tumuog-tuyo para sa kaugmaon ug kaayuhan sa atong mga kabatan-unan diin sila mapahigayon o virtual nga klase. So, kung aduna may mga panginahanglan, akong hangyoon ang mga district heads sa District 1 and 2 sa pagduol sa atong opisina, bukas ug abli kini opisina alang sa ato ang mga magtutudlo, principal ug district supervisor. Salamat.
Adlaw kaninyong tanan. Hapit na gayon ang pang-ablis sa klase sa tuig 2020 to 2021. Bisan to og dunay kalainan sa pamaagi, apan nakita nato ang grabe nga pagpangandam sa atong mga magtutudlo, atong school heads, ug inuman sa atong district supervisor. Ato pong nasaksihan ang involvement sa atong mga probinsya uban ni Ma'am Andales ug sa Tibok Region. Kini karong blended learning nga atong ipatuman sa pulong pa lang nga blended, kini nagkinahanglan kayo og daghang involvement kay blended man. Dili lang kay maestra, school heads o mga estudyante, kundi apil ang atong mga ginikanan, mga barangay officials, o ingon man usab ang Sakurok system tungod sa pag-deliver sa mga modules para sa mga estudyante. Mao nga dako kaayo ang atong pagpasalamat sa atong panggobyerno. Kay bisag ang LGU na involved gayud niining atong preparasyon sa opening sa blended learning program sa DepEd. Salamat usab sa CTO Tuguran na mahimong pud natong partner sa atong edukasyon radio program. Daghang salamat kanyong tanan. Sa atong mga estudyante, ihatag nato ang atong pahilog, ang taas nga pasensya aning bag-o natong pamaagi kaysa dili madugay maana ra kita nining gitawag nato new normal. Usbon ko kaniyong tanan, daghang salamat ug maayong adlaw.
Mayong buntag natong tanan sa ngalan sa atong mayor sa Tabuilan, Mayor Raul Herona, sa atong mga SB members sa tibok LGU Tabuilan, dako namong palipay o pasalamat sa DepEd Cebu Province na mudayon na gyud ang school year 2020-2021. Dili ni sayon ang ato karon nga school year tungod aning atong pandemic nga nahitabo karon kaning COVID-19 nga problema nato. Dili tanan nga mga balay na ay internet o dili tanan nga na ay mga computer o laptop, nya dili sad pwede ang face to face nga ana sa classroom. Mao nga disidihan nga modules ang style sa pagtudlo. Ang mga maestra moadto sa mga balay sa estudyante, nya ilang tudluan ang ginikanan og mga estudyante sa pinagi sa module niya, og dili ni sayon kay adtuon nila ang tanan nga mga balay. So dako kay niya challenge sa DepEd Tabuilan o kami sa LGU Tabuilan, dako namo nga suporta sa ilang gibuhat karon. Nagbudget ta og dako para pagpalit og mga computer para matabang sa atong DepEd Tabuilan og unsa pang mga kinahanglan sa ato nga taga DepEd. Manghinaot og mag-ampo ta nga malampuson ang kaning ato nga school year 2020-2021 bisan pa man sa ato nga pandemic nga nahitabo karon. Nya unta nananagi vaccine ngaron nga mabalik na ta sa normal nga face to face nga classroom nga pagtudlo sa mga estudyante sa mga maestra. Daghang salamat ug may buntag kanatong tanan.
And allow me to share to you the statement of support from Mayor Igig Moreno of Aloginsan. I, Cesar Ignatius Igig Moreno, Municipal Mayor of the Municipality of Aloginsan, would like to convey my message of support for the opening of classes in all public elementary schools, integrated schools, and high schools here in Aloginsan this coming October 5, 2020, as officially announced by the Department of Education. A famous quote from Malcolm X says, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it." It is of this view that I confirm to the belief that education should never stop as much as possible, considering the essentiality of time for the children and the youth to continue prepare for the future they longed and dreamed of. Truly, the pandemic has brought a slow pace as to how learning institutions would reopen their respective classes for this academic year 2020-2021 because of public health risks for students. However, I am still positive that the application of health and safety measures are sufficient safeguards in mitigating the associated risks. Moreover, the application and integration of self-learning modules with alternative learning delivery modalities for student learners, like in our case in Aloginsan, the application of distance learning using printed modules. These learning modalities, as mentioned, suffice for me to say, can help address the learning gaps caused by the postponement, the timely opening of classes, and and in the absence face-to-face teaching and learning instructions. The situation that present indeed poses a challenge, but we cannot afford the high costs of prolonged school closures for the youth and Filipino children. As long as we exhaust all means to guarantee the safe and continued learning starting October 5, 2020, there would be less risk of long-term damage to the learning journeys and well-being of Filipino children. Learning is a child's right, and education is an investment for the future, not only of each Filipino, but also of the nation.
All right, those were our mayors, and please allow me to acknowledge once again the local chief executives of the municipality of Aloginsan, Honorable Cesar Ignatius G. Moreno, the local chief executive of the municipality of Barile, the municipal local chief executive also of the of Pinamungahan, Honorable Glenn Baricuatro, municipality of Balamban, we have Honorable Alex S. Binghay, the local chief executive of the municipality of Asturias, Honorable Jose Antonio T. Pentor, and the municipality of Tuburan, we have Honorable Danilo M. Diamante, and the local chief executive of the municipality of Tabuelan, we have Honorable Raul T. Herona. Daghang kaayong salamat.
Thank you so much, our dear mayors. We are all looking forward for more strong linkages soon. Unifying our archipelagic nation through the showcase of our diverse culture, this intermission number will not only flaunt individual talents, but at the same time, taking a step back of what rich culture of our communities we wanted to sustain at the present. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nangka National High School from Balamban, District 1. Thank you so much, Nangka National High School from District of Balamban 1 for that wonderful display of nationalism. Let us all listen to another bunch of supportive messages from the local chief executives of the municipalities under Midilien Sub-Office. From the Municipality of Midilien, Honorable Joven J. Montigo Jr. From the Municipality of Danbantayan, Honorable Son J. Shimura. Municipality of San Remigio, Honorable Mariano Martinez. Municipality of Santa Fe, Honorable Itamar P. Espinosa. Municipality of Bantayan, Honorable Arthur E. Despi. And from the Municipality of Madridejos, Honorable Salvador de la Fuente.
A blessed morning to Superintendent Marilyn Andales, my fellow mayors of the Cebu Province, assistant superintendents, beloved teachers, PTA officers, and all the stakeholders in the education sector. On behalf of the Municipality of Midilien, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome our students in the 19 barangays to the opening of school year 2020-2021 under the new normal. We are facing various challenges as we start this school year. Aside from our daily personal struggles, the education system in the new normal carries with it greater challenges, not only to the pupils and students, but to the teachers as well. However, education is the key for generations of Midilienos to become full-fledged, productive, and enlightened members of the community. Therefore, we have to face whatever obstacles that we encounter along the way and focus on our mission to educate our children, make them self-reliant, and become a well-meaning citizens of our country. As we face the massive shift in education, there's a big question if teaching learning process will still be effective. We all know that internet connectivity is not accessible to all, much more with the required gadgets. The issue of the curriculum and educational materials that have to be adapted for use with a blended learning environment is also a big challenge to our educators. I personally know many teachers printing the modules for the students day and night. And I applaud your determination and dedication to fulfill your life's mission, to partake education to your pupils and students. You have to put in your precious time, untiring effort, and much love to effectively fulfill your mission, being a teacher. So I salute all our teachers and pray that you will be given more strength and inspiration to perform your mission in this new normal. To our students and pupils, do not look at the modular or online learning as an obstacle. Consider it instead as an opportunity to learn more at the comfort and safety of your homes. After all, we will be dealing with COVID-19 for quite some time. And just as the adage goes, that an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So enjoy your learnings in the new normal. To the parents and guardians, you are empowered to help the learning process of your students and pupils. You can be the ones to set up a routine that integrates time for studies and education through the online or modular learning while balancing it with other social and play activities that a child also needs. Next, keep an open line of communication with teachers, your fellow students, and your guardians, and share your emotions and initiatives. Parents and guardians also play a crucial role in this new normal. It is a shared responsibility. Rest assured that the municipality will be with you in these trying times. Let us hold our hands as we continue to face life's challenges in the new normal. And let us continue to pray for the safety of our teachers, our pupils, students, and the respective families as we open the school year 2020 to 2021. Thank you very much and welcome to the opening of classes, and may God bless us all.
To our DepEd Division Superintendent in the province of Cebu, Dr. Marlene Andales, and to our friends and families, colleagues in government service in Region 7, DepEd, as the Municipal Mayor, Local Chief Executive of the Municipality of Danbantayan, I am 101 supportive to our opening with our modular classes this October 5. I am hoping and praying that we could bring back our face-to-face class. But for now, since we are still here in our facing our pandemic, the COVID-19, then again, I am supportive to our modular class. So to our friends in DepEd, District 1 and District 2, my support and prayers to our frontliners, our teachers. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. I've always believed that educators have one of the most important jobs. They've been tasked with shaping our young minds who will one day lead us, teach us, and heal us. I wanted to come out and commend our teachers, our DepEd, our CHED, and all working to continue the education of our youth despite the difficulties COVID has presented. I know that the times have presented challenges. The teachings and education platforms that we have used in the past is not an option now. We now have to think outside the box. I know that we have passionate educators, and I believe that we will come out of this together if we put in a collaborative effort between government, educators, the community, and most especially parents who now have a greater role because of this COVID pandemic. So let us all work together to make this possible. Thank you.
Dear parents, teachers, students, and all Santa Feans, as we strive to reopen the classes, keeping the school learners, the education team, and the school community safe and informed is our primary concern. It's clear whether students and school staff are in person, virtual, or following a hybrid model, their safety is the key. Being prepared for any and all scenarios during this new normal of school operations is of paramount importance. However, we cannot deny the fact we need to understand and know how to balance educating, saving lives, and livelihood. COVID-19 is upending education. Operating schools during the pandemic entails balancing health risk against the consequences of disrupting in-person or virtual learning. We are all aware that the spread of COVID-19 is acquired through liquid particles containing the virus that are generated by breathing, speaking, shouting, singing, coughing, and sneezing. Thus, health and safety measures of other protocols are already undertaken by DepEd and DOS in coordination with the LGU. And with this, LGU Santa Fe is one with DepEd in reopening the classes and is committed its unwavering support, as always, in whatever we can to uplift child's learning and maintaining a COVID-19 free community. Together we can build a solution. Together we can beat COVID. Together we can build a superb Santa Fe. Good day and God bless.
Mayang adlaw sa aton nga tanan. Salamat nga nagsugod ni gyud kini atong distance learning. Idiin ang atong mga gamit sa atong pagkat-on mao ang modules, internet, computer o mga cellphone nga wa pagyud mahitabo sa una. Adunay disruption sa atong naandan. Ni atong Hunyo 12, Independence Day, ako miawhag sa tanan nga ang pamaagi lang sa pagpildi ni ining COVID mao ang atong kagawasan gikan sa pagpasayon. Siyempre, kung i-disrupt nato ang atong kaugalingon, dili gyud sayon ang paghimo sa mga bag-ong pamaagi. Ang akong hangyo sa mga maestra nga atong ibalik atong giingon nga teaching is more of a dedication than profession. Atong hinumduman ang atong gipanumpa nga mao ang development sa kabataan pinaagi sa atong paghago nga siya makat-on sa mga leksyon nga atong ihatag. Kung dedication ang atong istoryahan, wa na'y makalupig sa aton nga mga ginikanan. Sa mga inahan nga giagwanta gyud ang pagmabdos nga siyam kabuan, pagpakatao sa puya, pagmatuto nga mudako kini hangtod nga mo eskwela. Karon atong kahigayonan nga atong ipadayon kadtong edukasyon nga aton ang nasubdan sa atong panimalay sa gagmay pang atong mga puya. Karon panahon sa distance learning, atong papel nga mga ginikanan ang pagmatuto na usab sa atong mga anak. Pinaagi sa paggiya, pagtudlo, o pagmonitor sa ilang mga nakatunan. Kini mao gini ang panahon nga honesty is the best policy. Nga atog yung tinud-anay nga ipatuman ang katuyuan sa distance learning. Kaya nga atong mga anak raman ang makat-on ug mahibaw ug makapadayon sa sunod nga mga ang-ang sa ilang edukasyon o kining atong dedikasyon nga gihimo karon mao'y mahimong pundasyon para sa ilaw niyang pagpangita og trabaho o pagsugod og negosyo hangtod nga sila muhimo na sad og ilang kaugalingong pamilya. Ako nang hinaot nga this pandemic will bring out the best in parenting and in teaching. Kami diri sa local government nakahatag kami og suporta sa among duha ka districts. Unom ka riso machine, 3,000 ka rim nga bond paper, 4 ka copier o 4 ka printer. Anong napatingali mapuno ni ana. Basta among tilokon o unsay among matilok nga kami makatabang aron mahimong successful kining atong distance learning. Daghang salamat.
As a firm believer of education as an avenue for a better life, I am expressing my full gratitude to DepEd's initiative and efforts towards providing relevant, accessible, liberating, and quality education to the different schools in my constituency. I am highly commending the efforts initiated by the department despite the threat of COVID-19. It just speaks so much of their dedication and commitment in providing quality education for not only my constituents, but for all the students in Region 7. May the good department continue to fulfill its mandate even in these trying times, and they can expect my fully support in all of their undertaking. I appreciate the Department of Education for sharing the same vision of mine, which is to provide quality education to my district. Thank you and God bless.
All right, support well noted, our dear mayors. Daghang kayong salamat, most especially to the Congresswoman of the 4th Congressional District, Honorable Janice Salimbangon. Daghang kayong salamat kaninyong tanan. Some people deserve more than just a thank you. Just like this group of people whom we consider blessings, not only for a single time, but all the time. Coming up next are messages of support from the local chief executives consisting the Liloan Sub-Office. Municipality of Liloan, Honorable Maria Esperanza Cristina C. Frasco. The Municipality of Consolacion, Honorable Mayor Johannes P. Alegado. From the Municipality of Compostela, Honorable Mayor Froilan O. Quino. Municipality of Carmen, the local chief executive, we have Honorable Carlo T. Villamor. And from the Municipality of Cordova, local chief executive, Honorable Mary Therese Cho. And from the Municipality of Catmon, we have Honorable Iris I. Bailon Hestopa.
On behalf of the Municipality of Compostela, it is my honor to express our full and equivocal support to the Department of Education and congratulate the agency for a job well done to successfully push through with the opening of school year 2020-2021 despite this trying time of COVID-19 pandemic. As we move on under the new normal, we are all aware of how difficult it is to start this school year and continue our children's education during this pandemic. Yet, DepEd made it possible for us to balance between the rights of the children to be protected from the onslaught of any harmful disease and their equally important right to basic education. For our part, and consistent with the LGU's mandate, our commitment to promote health and safety in our municipality, including the support and promotion of our children's well-being. We are expressing our assurance of the never-ending support of LGU Compostela to DepEd and the request to promote the right of every Filipino to equality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education, where they learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, yet safe and motivating environment. However, physically distant from all of their teachers. It is also with great privilege to join hands with DepEd to execute their plans, programs for the incoming school year. I humbly urge the various stakeholders, including the learners themselves, with their parents, guardians, private tutors if there's any, Parents Teachers Association, respective barangay officials, and other private stakeholders to continue collaborating with DepEd and the LGU to fully realize this very noble way of providing basic education to our children. I also would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have contributed your time, effort, and resources to make this endeavor possible. We will heal and overcome this pandemic as one. Thank you, and God bless us all.
May buntag sa tanan, labi na gayod sa mga teachers sa lungsod sa Carmen. Pero kalit mo na yung nga message na wata. Hindi ko kabalibad kay to show my support to the 500 teachers sa lungsod sa Carmen o sa 23 different campuses din sa atong lungsod. Teachers, dako kay tabang sa lungsod sa Carmen. And kung sa teachers is the LGU and the parents to show, to nurture sa ato mga kabataan karon. So magpasalamat sa teachers sa ilang mga mayong buhat to mold our children, to mold our youth.
This song is for those who inspire us today, who always lend a helping hand to help show us the way. This song is for those who see their students through the tough times in their lives. For that we say thank you. You have made a difference. You have shaped our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you.
And congratulations to the teachers and good luck sa opening of your classes on October 5. Thank you.
Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Ang atong local government unit sa lungsod sa Katmon nagpakita sa dakong pagsuporta sa DepEd Katmon District karong opening sa klase October 5, 2020 og nagahin kini og kwarta ang atong LGU aron makapalit sa mga materyales nga angay gamiton sa printed modular program sama sa multifunction printers, laptop og uban pa. Mao nga muawhag ako sa atong mga estudyante sa atong publikong eskwelahan, kinder hangtod grade 12, nga mag-ready na mo kay ang atong mga maestra ug maestro ipangunahan sa atong district supervisor, Sir Glicerio Kamunggay, kay andam na nga mopatuman sa printed modular program. Ug kami sa LGU sa kanunay andam pagsuporta sa mga kinahanglanon sa Katmon District aron masayon sa pagpaabot sa angay nga makatunan sa K1 to K12. Kanatong tanan, mag-amping og mag-ampo. Daghang salamat.
On behalf of the Municipality of Cebu, kaninyong mga teachers, daghang kayong salamat sa inyong serbisyo sa atong mga kabataan-una. And rest assured that we will always be supportive of our teachers. Daghang salamat o Happy Teachers Day.
All right. To continue, let us going to listen to some more messages of support from the municipality of Bourbon. We have Honorable Noel T. Dutilios, Municipality of Tabugon. We have Honorable Sigfred P. Duterte, Municipality of Tudela, Local Chief Executive Honorable Greman B. Solante. Municipality of San Francisco, Honorable Alfredo A. Arquiliano Jr., and the Municipality of Pilar, we have Honorable Manuel P. Santiago, and the local chief executive of the Municipality of Poro, we have Honorable Edgar G. Rama.
Maayong buntag kanatong tanan. I cannot emphasize how important is education to our lives. Karong panahon na sa COVID pandemic, daghan ang kausaban sa atong kinabuhi nga nahitabo. I feel for the parents who cannot afford to buy the gadgets nga gikinahanglan aron magamit sa distance learning. As your partner in education, I recognize the importance that the lives you touch on a daily basis sa atong kabataan. I appreciated our frontline educators and their role to healthy development for their studies, to learn and to grow. As your Mayor of Bourbon, it is in our best interest to help our students and in a way we can to shape the knowledge and values of our future generation. Ang atong 4th class municipality nagpahigayon nga makahatag og ayuda aron magaan-gaan ang mga gikinahanglan sa atong mga kabataan. Hinaot pa na mapadali ang transition ikan sa face-to-face learning to distance learning. Ug usbon nako ang pasalamat sa mga ginikanan, mga educators sa ilang katatag sa kapapel aron mapadayon ang paghatag sa best education sa atong mga kabataan. Usbon ko, good morning everyone.
Mayong adlaw na tong tanan. So in behalf sa lungsod sa Tabugon, from my municipal officials and my department head dinhi sa lungsod sa Tabugon, akong mainiton nga pagtimbaya, pag-welcome sa tanang mga estudyante, sa mga ginikanan ug sa tanang mga maestra nini karong umaabot nga school opening for the year 2020 up to 2021, headed by no other than our DepEd District Supervisor din sa lungsod sa Tabugon, si Ma'am Delia Lubiano Cases, and special acknowledgement also to our school superintendent, Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, and sa iyang tulo ka assistant, si Dr. Lia Apaw, Dr. Esther Putalan, Dr. Cartisa Perico. Again, dinhi sa lungsod sa Tabugon, akong tagag assurance ang atong school supervisor nga ang atong 100% nga suporta dinhi ngadto kanila sa mga estudyante, sa mga ginikanan, labi na gyud sa mga maestra. Akong i-assure nila, especially karon nga ang atong opening sa classical is very unique, kay modular type na rabata. So I'm now calling, activating all my Purok coordinator, Purok focal person sa tanang mga barangay ug mga sitios para maka-assist, makatabang in one way or another dinhi karong umabot nga opening classes nato dinhi sa lungsod sa Tabugon. Rest assured pod nga ang atong munisipyo sa kanunay maghatag og suporta in terms of financial diri sa atong school board, sa atong ECF, ug kung sa mga concern sa kanunay abli ang opisina sa lungsod, ang atong opisina dinhi sa mayor's office para sa suporta nga mahatag nato. Kung sa man gani kaliwala ni kalong atong giatubang karon, labi na gyud especially this time sa atong giatubang COVID crisis dinhi sa lungsod sa Tabugon. And finally, my last message is that to all the student, parents, ug sa mga maestra, di magyud kalikayan nga naatay mga gathering involved basahay, please i-observe nato ang proper health protocol, the wearing of face masks, the physical social distancing, and at the same time the proper hand washing, hygiene, sanitation. So again, good luck kanatong tanan, keep safe and stay safe always, ug mabuhi ang matahom nga Tabugon.
behalf of the town of Tudela, foremost I would like to express and extend my profound admiration for your great accomplishment this school year 2019-2020, despite that we are in the midst of tremendous distress caused from this horrific COVID-19. The incoming school year 2020-2021 is much challenging to the learners who will face various phases of defiance, facing huge impediments than any past generations in this era in the field of learning. The new transition of our lives does not deter you from chasing your desired goals. Despite the adversities, education must continue. A united, educated, and obedient citizenry can heal and revitalize life, turning into a new resilient community. The local government of Tudela is all the way supporting DepEd Tudela District, the school year's blended distance learning. Welcome back, our young and valiant learners.
October 5, 2020 will be the opening of classes. Excited kayo ang atong mga kabataan sa pag-update balik sa atong eskwelahan. No, kini siya pag-update sa eskwelahan, lahi ni. Tungod kay doon na gitawag nato new normal. Lahi nga pamaagi sa atong pag-edukar sa atong mga kabataan, then dili na katong natural gyud nga face to face. So, kini nga itong gitawag new normal tungod kay concern ta sa safety sa atong mga kabataan. Mao gani atong number 1 priority. Safety sa atong kabataan. Una nga malapuson ta ani nga pamaagi tungod kay naa ang tanan, naa ni tabang ang tanan, do nagyoy collaboration, cooperation sa tanang sektor nga daghay mo contribute para gyud nga mag-succeed ta ining dako kay nga challenge at dako kay kausaban sa paagi sa atong modalities of education. Lahi na things change, so tungod niya na angayan lang gyud nga ang matag usa doon ay role to play mo contribute gyud aron gyud mo kalampuson ta. Dako kayo aning dako kayo ikatabang nga mo sa responsibility, mo gi responsibilidad, mo gi responsible, in other words aning ilang kabataan mao ato mga ginikanan. Kay dako kayo ang role sa ginikanan as far as kini siya nga modalities of learning nga papaagi nga ang mga ginikanan gyud mo gi ang support sa ginikanan mo gikinanglan aron pud nga mo aron gyud ta mo wag malapuson ta sa atong tumong tinguha nga maayong edukasyon para sa atong mga kabataan. So meaning naka-focus ta sa result. Ang kining proseso pamaagi sistema, we can always make adjustments basta nakatutok lang ta sa output or outcome na atong gibuhat. So, again, mapasalamaton ko sa tanan nga ni tabang yun labi na sa atong DepEd family nga mo gyud committed gyud kayo o kanang misakripisyo gyud sila aron gyud kini nga challenge ato kini siya malampasan. Ma-overcome kini siya nga mga hagit nga magmalapuson gyapon ta sa atong mga tinguha nga makahatag kita og quality nga inclusive education system. So, again, good luck sa ato. Kining siya nga endeavor nga hinaot ko nga magmalapos ta. God bless. Dinhi sa San Francisco, ang edukasyon sa kabataan mao'y atong gipang ingusgan.
Pangayong adlaw kanatong tanan.
kabila sa kadagkuan sa atong DepEd family. As they say, there are no secret to success. It is the result of preparation and hard work. On this regard, I commend everyone for doing both tasks, bisan pa man sa hagit sa COVID-19. We did not expect this pandemic when the General Appropriation Act for 2020 was deliberated in Congress last year. Mauna, it is understandable that we are scrambling for additional resources and retooling our strategies in delivering our services at this time. We are to start a major shift to blended education soon. Rest assured, you have an education ala Hinmi. We are in this together. Let us take this challenging time as an opportunity to show that DepEd leads the way in resiliency and excellence for the good of our school children. Keep safe and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, our dear mayors, and especially to our Congresswoman of the 6th Congressional District, Honorable Emery Lollipop Uwano Dizon. Thank you so much. We have been the recipient of all your support all this time, and we thank you all for it. For an intermission number, let us be amazed by a number prepared for us from the Sisters of Mary Boys Town.
Good morning, everyone. We are the Sisters of Mary School Boys Town Handbell Ringers, and we are very much privileged in inviting us here in this very momentous event in our school division, Cebu Province, and sharing with you our humble talents. We hope you enjoy the music. And this once again, the Sisters of Mary School Boys Town Handbell Ringers.
All right, thank you so much, Sisters of Mary Boys Town of Minglanilia. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, let us listen to the message of an equally important individual whose position and exemplary performance in the Department of Education not only brings hope and enlightenment, but also tries to lead every Filipino learners to get the best quality of education and ensures to achieve authentic literacy. To inspire us even more, please help me welcome the Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction at the Department of Education, Yusek Diosdado M. San Antonio, or commonly known as Yusek Duds.
Maraming salamat sa mga kapwa-guro at mga namumuno ng mga paaralan sa DepEd Cebu Province. Ang aking pagbati sa ating SDS Malin at ASDS Leia at mga kasama dyan sa pagbubukas ng pasukang 2020-2021. Alam po natin it's going to be a very challenging school year. It's a school year that will be a completely different one from our previous school openings. But I am very sure I have seen a lot of the simulations and dry runs undertaken by everybody, including those in your area. And I really feel proud being a part of the Department of Education, whose teachers, my fellow teachers and fellow school officials, leaders for learning, principals, supervisors, superintendents, who have been so creative and highly professional and very self-reliant and creative in coming up with the contextualized, highly responsive approaches in delivering the basic education service that our youngsters deserve. So with that kind of dynamism, I have nothing but optimism as well that the Department of Education, just like in any other place, but particularly in Cebu province, we will deliver. We will ensure learning continuity. To our fellow teachers, I appeal for you to be more considerate with the learners in your classes because they will also be facing uncertain times. They will be doing this for the first time. Be patient in dealing with the parents as well. To my fellow school principals and leaders, let us also be more considerate with our fellow teachers. Let us not forget that they are also human beings. And to the parents, this is the best time for us to extend more influence in the lives of our children. It has been established by researchers that when parents are actively engaged in the academic lives of their children, the children learn more. And to the kids and youngsters, just bear in mind, but when we are prepared emotionally, mentally, psychologically, we will be able to attain our dreams. We will be able to become passionate lovers of the Republic of the Philippines. We will become assets of the country. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. God bless.
And we have an overwhelming number of supports coming from all over Cebu province, and we are not done yet. A lot are still coming, and we will all be listening to them right now. Here are the messages from our partners and stakeholders from World Vision, Ramon Aboites Foundation Incorporated, and Lions Club.
Good afternoon to all our partners and learners in the Department of Education Cebu Province Division. For certain, we all look forward to this day with great anticipation, the opening of classes for school year 2020 to 2021. On behalf of the Ramon Aboitiz Foundation, particularly your learning partners from Rafi Center for Leaders and Rafi Education Development Unit, we join you, the administrators, teachers, parents, stakeholders, and our dear students as you start this learning journey in the new normal. We salute the concerted effort of everyone in the very hardworking team of DepEd Cebu Province Division in ensuring that our learners will still be afforded the learning and growth opportunities that they need most, especially at this time of great challenge. Every beginning is an opportunity for positive change. May this school year be one of resilience, strength, and courage for all of us. All the best to our DepEd leaders and learners, and always remember that Rafi is here to journey with you all the way. Thank you and mabuhay.
Mayang adlaw, Cebu. God's beautiful day, DepEd Cebu. This is District Governor Jude Abinoha of District 301B2 Philippines of Lions Clubs International. I'm here in front of you to extend my heartfelt thanks, appreciation, congratulations, and best wishes, and of course my prayers to DepEd Cebu and the entire DepEd Philippines, which will be opening its classes, formally classes, on October 5, 2020. As partner of DepEd, I would like to assure you that Lions Clubs International would continue to support whatever humble and simple ways we can to be able to share our blessings to all of you, especially the students. Our theme this year is We Serve, or our motto this year is We Serve, and our international theme this year is United in Kindness and Diversity. So we would like to assure you that we have a lot of projects that are in store for all of you. In fact, this year, we are tapped by DepEd Cebu to also help them in the Cebu Box, in their HIAS project, helping the least of our brothers and sisters, especially the students. We also distributed some disinfectants to schools to at least combat COVID-19 pandemic. We also have like the support to some of the schools, if not in Cebu, the entire district, support through the Brigada Escuela. We have a lot of projects that we could partner probably the next coming or the coming days and months, which we would like to assure you that we can humbly share it to you. I would like to assure you as well that Lions Clubs International is just here, ready to be tapped, willing to help, willing to serve, united in kindness and diversity. Roar, Lions. Thank you very much, and may God be praised.
Okay, thank you so much to all your pledges of support to the department. For the statement of gratitude, here is the very dynamic Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent in Charge. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Esther A. Futalan.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude by Friedrich Nietzsche. The success of this virtual kick-off of school year 2020-2021 is attributed to the exemplary and inspiring support of the following persons. Dr. Diosdado San Antonio, the Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction, for his very inspiring message and virtual presence. Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, the Regional Director of DepEd Region 7, for the unselfish giving of his time. The congressmen of all 7 congressional districts, the local chief executives of all municipalities comprising Cebu province. The Ramona Boites Incorporated, represented by Ms. Marisol Gonsalvo. The Lions Club, represented by Mr. Johnny Chan. The World Vision, represented by Josephine Solon. The household of DepEd Cebu Province, our schools division superintendent, Dr. Marilyn S. Andales. My partners, ASDS Leia Apaw, ASDS Leia Cartesa Perico, Chief Novi Mangubat, Chief Mary Ann Flores, the education program supervisors, unit heads and their staff, the public schools district supervisors, school heads, teachers, non-teaching personnel, the video artists, lead editor Bernard Montilla, the voice artist Louie Monteroso, Nikki Marty Apaw, scriptwriter Dr. Leia, supervising the video is ASDS Futalan. Editor, Cartesa Perico, and producer, Dr. Marilyn Andales. Of course, the interpreter, Frederick Ocampo, composer, and arranger, Michael Vincent Lopez and Joseph Barolo. Of course, I would like to mention again the videographer from Carmen District for this morning's video, Mr. Mar, the editor, Glenn Bianoco, and choreographer, James Davidan. We would also like to recognize the efforts of all the performers. I have mentioned already Frederick Ocampo, Dinangka National High School, Juan Pamplona National High School, Sisters of Mary's Boys Town, Minglanilla, the live streaming crew headed by ITO Emmanuel Mendoza and his selected ICT teachers and staff in the ICT section, the program host, Janet and Chani, the program committee headed by Nenita Haralve, and everyone who has exerted efforts and time in making this event a success. Thank you. May you never grow tired doing well. I hope I have mentioned all og ang sa tanan nga wala na mention but have contributed the efforts and time for the success of this event. We thank you a lot. God bless us all.
Thank you so much, ASDS Futalan. Inspiration propels a person from apathy to possibility. and transforms the way we perceive our own capabilities. This gives us both the means and the motivation to rise above and achieve enhanced well-being. To inspire us more in this undertaking and for the declaration of the official opening of classes, let us welcome our school's division superintendent, Dr. Marilyn S. Sandales.
Going back to school during a pandemic has raised a lot of apprehensions and questions among parents, concerned stakeholders, most especially among learners. How ready is DepEd Cebu Province? Will schools in the division now be ready on the scheduled opening of classes come October 5, 2020? These are some of the predominant questions revolving around. With the mandate to provide quality, relevant, and accessible education to all learners, the management team of DepEd Cebu Province moved heaven and earth to ensure readiness in all schools for the upcoming opening of classes. Guided by the adage, united we stand, divided we fall. DepEd Cebu's workforce moved in one direction, sang the same tune, drew strength and support from each other to put things in its proper perspective and achieve the desired goal. After months of developing, quality assuring, and printing the modules in collaboration with the local government units through the provision of printers, machines, ink, and other forms of help offered after the capacity building and trainings conducted on script writing and radio broadcasting by our trained radio broadcasters with the support of our partners from the ever generous radio stations. After getting over of the conduct of orientations to teachers, home tutors, parents, and stakeholders, and after reviewing and cascading the learning continuity plans in each district, from our end, we say that with our combined strength, inflamed fighting spirit, and the will to do the extra miles, things are set. This is now the time, the most awaited time of our learners. The opening of schools and start of classes. This virtual kick-off for school year 2020-2021, highlighting CebuSilak ang Pangarap, signals our concerted effort in preparing and ensuring that the needed delivery of education to our dear learners will really happen. As one DepEd Cebu family, we're proud to tell everyone that we are now ready to offer education to our dear learners. As the school's division superintendent of DepEd Cebu Province, I now officially declare the opening of classes of school year 2020-2021. Godspeed, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Andales. As we all embark on a new journey, always remember that adversities are not a detour. It is part of the path. It's school time once again, and let us all make learning fun and worthwhile despite of all these challenges of our time. Supportive individual and agencies will always offer their supportive hands, and note that they will always back us all up. We share the same fear and apprehensions with the parents and learners and teachers, but these extensive preparation and the assurance of the support from the LGU, private agencies, and more somehow give us a sigh of relief that all will soon be well.
And this virtual activity has been a success because of the concerted effort of all the people behind making this program. We couldn't thank you all enough. With God's guidance, may we all find pleasure, joy, and enthusiasm in every simple to complex things that we do. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that with your support and cooperation of all the programs in DepEd, there is nothing that we could never do. Handang isip, handa para sa Subuanong kabataan. Hashtag, Dasig Sugbo, kay sa Sugbo, bata ang sentro sa panerbisyo. This has been your host, Sir Chane. Daghan kayong salamat!